Everyone, Lacey here from Metaintro, back for day number 8 of me streaming every single day for the next 30 days, highlighting jobs that are happening in the Web3 industry and the Metaintro ecosystem. So today I have 2 jobs for you. Generally, I highlight 3, but today I wanted to do something a little bit different just so I don't go stir crazy from doing this every single day, and show you how I would tailor a resume to fit a job description. It'll be quick, I promise. This video will be under 10 minutes, but this way you could see me in real time, show you how I would take a job that I'm very excited about and make sure that certain keywords, phrases, etc., are highlighted within a resume. And we'll do it in real time so that this way it's all authentic and not like, figured out before. So without further ado, I have 2 roles for you today. The first job I have is a crypto accountant role at Figment. It is a remote opportunity, which is very exciting. Figment is one of the world's leading provider of blockchain infra. They provide comprehensive staking solution for over 200 plus institutional clients, etc. They're a growth stage technology company, so they're definitely plus 50 employees. And I'm actually curious how many employees they have, so we will do our research right after this. And they're looking for somebody who is self-driven, proactive and curious, and that's an accountant, and that wants to take on a diverse role in covering a range of responsibilities within the crypto operations: billing, receivable, tracking, categorizing on-chain transactions, reporting, analysis, all of that fun stuff. Qualifications for this role: 4+ years of accounting experience and the ability to take initiative, which they keep reiterating this. So this might not be a large team for them, or this might be somebody that they're looking for to have as a leader of a small team that they currently have. And they want somebody who has experience working with heavy volume of data from multiple sources, attention to detail, strong interest in the crypto ecosystem. Let's see, NetSuite or familiar ERP experience, familiarity with navigating the EtherScan. You get the point. All right, important stuff to note for this: base salary, 80 to 95K, and that is the US base salary. So if you're in another country, like it says here, the pay range will be disclosed upon your first interview with Figment. So when you get an interview with Figment for this role and you are not based in the US, make sure you ask how much the salary range is. Don't wait to the last minute, because you want to make sure your goals are aligned with the position. Other things to note: all employees of Figment receive benefits. Let's see what's important here. It's 100% remote first environment, 4 weeks of PTO, extended company paid health, best-in-class parental leave, a home office stipend. That's nice to know. Monthly Wi-Fi reimbursement. That's awesome. A yearly learning development budget, 401k, stock options, competitive bonus, everything that you could want within a package. So just something that I'm kind of curious about before I move on to the next role. Here, we're going to go to Glassdoor, and we're going to look at Figment. And I wanted to see how big the company was. Much more than 50 employees, 200 to 500. So this is a growth stage company. This is a big company. And maybe just take a quick look at the reviews. And always make sure to filter by the most recent, because things can always change. What a phone call. What I was saying, always make sure to filter by the most recent reviews. And yeah, you kind of just want to read the reviews. See, this might not be a good company to go work for. I always feel like when I look at these types of reviews, I either find out, hey, this is an amazing company, or I find out this is a terrible company. I probably shouldn't apply. Or if I do apply, make sure the comp is really, really worth it. So take this with a grain of salt. All right, moving on to the next role. And of course, this JD will also be dropped in the description below. So next role I have is from Coinbase. So looking for a product manager role. And I am going to show you how I would take keywords and phrases from this JD and implement it into a resume. So first, let's take a look at the role before I dive in. Coinbase is an awesome company to work for. They do a ton of really good stuff for spearheading the standards for hiring practices within the Web3 space. They believe in pay transparency, benefit transparency, and I've just like heard great things about their hiring and the steps to being hired internally for them. So overall, I've heard good things, but if you've had a bad experience, always interested to hear. So make sure you comment below. So for this role, this is like just a general PM position. And they're looking for someone with positive energy. You're never tired of learning. You appreciate direct communication. And what you'll be doing, you'll be leading development for the LLM assistant UI features that make it simple and safe for employees to leverage LLM, conceptualize novel ways across LLM, Coinbase business units, cross-work functionality, etc. This is not an entry-level position. This is for somebody who has had 5+ years of experience, in experience building delightful user interfaces, a strong interest in this LLM space. Yeah, this is definitely not a entry-level role, and a nice to have for them is experience working with LLMs. So let's say, and what I'm about to show you can be applied to any role. So maybe in the next few videos, I'll do this again just so you can see me tailoring a resume that's more fit for a different role. So if this this role doesn't necessarily apply to you, please still follow on because you'll see what I'm talking about. So step number 1, I'm interested in applying. What should I do? I should probably make sure my resume has the appropriate keywords to help make my resume stand out when I apply. So the first thing I'm going to do, I prefer Bard, which is now Gemini, over ChatGPT, only because I do feel like with ChatGPT, it does look very ChatGPT-ish when stuff comes out. Yes, that has something to do with how I prompt. I'm totally aware. And you can get the prompts or the responses to your prompts to be more accurate. But for today, we're going to be using Gemini. So I'm going to, and this is the resume that I'm working with. This is just a basic template out of Canva. If you want to redesign your resume, Canva is a great place to do that. It's free, it's easy, or I think it's free. I know I have a subscription, so maybe only a handful of templates are free, but great designs here. So the first thing I'm going to want to do, you always want to have like a clear call to action of what type of role you're looking for. And because I'm applying to a product management role, I definitely want to write product manager. And to make it really stand out, I want to do this. Web3 product manager. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy and paste all of this all the way up to this. I don't need this part. And I'm going to say something along the lines of, I'm rewriting my resume so that it closely fits the job description provided below. Please, because you always want to be nice, recommend a about me section that feels in line with this job description. And then also list skills that I should put on my resume that are also in line and match this job description. Let me do this. All right, so this is all to say that like you're going to want to tailor this so that it does fit you more honestly, but say we want to take this, copy and paste it, and put it into something here. Obviously, this needs to be true. So passionate product manager driven by an innovative and user impact. I possess how many years of experience crafting delightful. You don't want to be like completely word for word. Delightful user interfaces, maybe for customers, with a proven track record of success in driving product adoption and business value. That's awesome. Deeply interested in LLMs, if that's true. And I'd put something here about Web3 and the Web3 ecosystem as a whole. Awesome. Now, skills, the skills section here. What did Gemini recommend? Skills to edit. Here we go. Product management, design, and obviously only put these if these are true. But this is great. Take this and I guess you'll want to organize it into hard and soft skills. Oops. But you get the point. This is not necessarily correct, but you get the point. Something like that. And then anything else, like since this is a Web3 company, Web3, what types? Types of blockchains. Anything else you want to put there? So those are the two sections that I would immediately make sure are in line with the job description to help you stand out, because when a recruiter is looking at the job descriptions, and every recruiter is different, but you really have like 30 seconds, if that, to impress your recruiter to then want to read more into your resume. And so having, a strong call to action up here is important. Having a strong about me section is important, and having a skills section is very important, especially if you don't necessarily have the work experience to compensate for that. You want to make sure your skills section is listening. That's a good word. Anything else that they recommended? Nice to have. Yeah, totally. And remember to modify any section to highlight your specific experience and achievements that directly align with the job description, which is exactly what I just said. So there you have it. Those are two things that I would quickly do to make sure that the resume is in line with the JD. I'm going to go ahead and drop this JD in the description below, and I will see you next week for more jobs that have been posted within the Web3 community and the Metaintros community. All right, guys, see you next week. Bye.